Hello everyone, welcome to episode 1 of my Redstone Showcase series. In this series I'll just basically be showing you some redstone things that I've built. I'm not necessarily going to show you how to build it because lots of the things I make are pretty complex and they would take like about an hour to make a tutorial. So today I'll be showing you a fully automatic, like no strings attached, automatic TNT cannon with a machine gun on top, and this is it right here. But before I get to that, I'll show you guys a regular TNT cannon if you guys don't know what it looks like already. So this is a basic TNT cannon. Put your TNT here, down here, put a slab there. Now you just press the button and it fires. Pretty simple. I'll show you guys how to make one like this for those of you who don't know, because you have to know this to make the automatic TNT cannon. So first you want to dig out a trench 9 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you want to fill that in with cobblestone. Then you want to put a wall, not really a wall, just a border like this and like that. So it should look like that. Now on the end here you put a slab. And here you want to cover this up like so. Now in this hole you put water. The water so that when the TNT goes off, it's going to push this TNT out, but it won't destroy the cannon. So do that, then you do something like this, making sure to leave a gap right here so you can load it and put your redstone. And just repeat that on the other side. So now you got your basic TNT cannon done. You just have to wire it. So fill in the back here, put 2 blocks like that, and then put 1 block here. Now you take your redstone, repeaters, and a button. Place your button right here. Line this whole edge with redstone here. This is going to fire the bottom redstone, or activate it I should say. Now you want to run some redstone all the way here and all the way down to the end, but not on the last block. This is super important. If you put one on the last block, it's not going to work. On this side you put one on the last block, and then you do this like that. I just want to line this with repeaters. Put this on their max settings. Like that. And then it should be ready to fire. Now if you don't put you can put your redstone on this side or the other side, doesn't matter. If you put it on this side, you can fill in your wall like that. So to load it, you place TNT everywhere but the source block. You don't want to put one there. So you put TNT all the way down here and not right here, not on the slab. Then you want to put one here over the slab and then just line the top with TNT. Now what's going to happen when you press the button, all these are going to activate along with these ones, but except for the bottom one. For the end one. The top ones are going to fall in here. Now because of the water, when it blows up, it's not going to destroy the TNT cannon, like the actual cannon. It's not going to destroy anything. And then the power is going to come through here, set off those ones except for the last one. Now it's going to come here, go through all these repeaters, and then with a delay, this is going to delay the power. Then it's going to set this one off. That one's going to fall on the slab, and these ones are going to shoot. And they're going to go flying, and then probably in midair, around midair somewhere, it should explode. So if you fire this, see they all fell. A bit later, this one falls, boom, these blow up, and you didn't actually get to see it, but it went flying. Now what you can do if you want to make it less powerful, you could just put that like that, That's not going to send your TNT very far, but it does work. See, it just sent it right there. Now, the more TNT you put down here and up there, the further it's going to go, but you always need a block of TNT right here, and that's the piece that actually gets fired. So that's how you make a basic TNT cannon. Super simple. You just reload, fire as much as you want. But I felt that wasn't enough for me. I wanted something easier, something that I could just load it and it was good for many shots before I had to reload it again. And this is what I came up with. This is not compact at all. At all, at all, at all. Probably, you could probably make it more compact, but I just kind of did this and like, screw this. I'm not going to try and make it more compact, because this took me quite a while to figure everything out, all the wiring and whatever. So, like, all this is all for this cannon right here. Now I'll show you how this works. I'm not going to show you how to build it, because it's really complex. So basically I have, well, actually two settings here. I have the single shot, so every time I press it reloads and fires, and I have this automatic fire, which is basically just gonna reload, fire, reload, fire, reload, fire until the TNT cannon is out. And then I just decided to put a machine gun on top here just for fun, so that's a switch for that. Now now right here, right there, there's a TNT block. I'll show you guys how to load it. I'll fire it and I'll show you guys how to load it. So basically there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, one block underneath. So it's good for 8 shots before you have to reload. And then down here, oh yeah, lots of TNT. And then again, this is going with the same concept as the other one, but only this one will fire. There's not another layer on top like the other one. This one will fire, and then a piston behind there pushes these here, and then it fires. And same idea on the bottom, pistons behind there, pushes them right here against the wall, and then they explode. So it's not too hard to understand. It was pretty hard to build though. I mean, obviously I'm sure probably someone has figured this out. I had never seen a YouTube video about this, so like I didn't have anything to work with. I just kind of did it all off the top of my head. The machine gun, however, I did get a bit of ideas from a video. But anyways, so let's do a single shot just to see. Yeah, let's do, actually no, let's do automatic fire. So I hit it once, and it fires. And it fires. I'm not doing anything. It's just going to keep firing and firing and firing. And it's going to do 8 shots before this little clock thing that I made runs out. So 8 shots. There should be, yeah, 2 more. There we go. And it's pretty consistent. It pretty much always goes same distance, same height, whatever. So there we go. Now it's out. And as you can see here, all the redstone's out. So now to reload it, if you were on survival, although this does take quite a bit of TNT, so just to even do like 1 round of firing, it takes 60, like a full stack of TNT, exactly 64 TNT, just to do 1 round of firing. So it's very I guess you could say expensive to fire, because most people don't have stacks and stacks of TNT lying around. But if you're on a server or something and you're allowed to spawn items, then this is pretty useful. So what you want to do, you want to get TNT and sand or gravel doesn't matter as long as it falls. It probably works with anvils too. I haven't tried yet. It's probably something I'll try. And then what you want to do for the bottom, and this is all, I made it so that you could load it all on survival if you had to. So you want to come down here, fill all the bottom layer up, fill the whole bottom layer up. So this whole layer here, you want to cover up the pistons. All, whoops. Oh, my mouse is glitching up. All the way down, like that. But you want to leave one layer, not one layer, one row here. You want to leave that clear of TNT. You don't want to put TNT there. This is so the water can flow. Now let's head up top here, and let's do the same thing for here. So right against the piston, load it all the way, and leave this gap open right here. Now we want to go all the way to the roof, and we want to fill this up with sand until it's flush with the bedrock. So just keep going here. Now this is crucial for it to work. If you don't fill it up to the top, all the way to the top, some of your shots won't fire towards the end. So just, yeah, and then you come up here, you fill this up as well, and then we're set to fire. So basically how it works, piston behind there. Wait, actually I'm going to head to the back here. I'm not sure the wiring. So the middle one is for automatic. This one is for single shot. That one's just for the machine gun. That's not really that doesn't really have to do with anything. You could leave that out. If you want to know how to make this machine gun, check out my third episode of the tips and tricks series. Sorry, I have trouble pronouncing that. Tips and tricks series. So check that out. Episode 3, I show you guys how to build this. It's pretty simple. I just kind of extended the activator thing, I guess you could call it. Anyways, so let's not focus on that. Let's look at these. So middle is automatic. So the wiring comes down here, down this ladder, not ladder but stair. Could destroy that. Then it comes in here. Now what this does, first, it splits the signal. So first of all, part of it is going to come here, all the way down here. And then once it hits here, because this repeater is facing the other way, it has no choice but to go this way. So it's going to go this way. And then you can ignore this for now. You're going to keep going. This is just a repeater because the power was getting weak. And then it's going to split. So part of it is going to go to this piston. That's for the single line. It's going to reload that. So it's going to push everything out. And then it's going to retract because it's only a button. It doesn't keep the power constant. It's like a pulse. It's going to retract. Sorry, it's going to expand, push the TNT out, retract, and then the sand that we have above is going to fall to replace the TNT so that I can keep pushing more TNT towards the edge. If you don't have sand, this is not going to work. And then the other half of the signal is going to come here. And then we'll see this half later. But first, it's going to come here. We'll just look at this side for now. Comes here. And then this is for reloading the bottom part where all the TNT was. And again, same concept. It expands, pushes the TNT, retracts, sand falls to take its place. So I can push some more. Now, once it's done this, there's also part of the signal that's going to go this way. And this is actually the fire mechanism. So this is just a delay because it takes about 1.5 seconds for the pistons to actually expand and retract and the sand to fall. So once that's done, so that happens and then it delays while it's doing that. Once that's done, it sends a signal here, which sends a signal to here. Now right on the other side of these blocks right here. The TNT would technically be right there. Now, because I have repeaters, it's going to send a signal through the block and to the TNT on the other side. So basically, there's no exposed wiring, but the TNT still goes off. So it's going to come here. Now, that's the bottom half of our... So basically, this part right here is this bottom part here of the basic TNT cannon. Now it's going to split once more. And it's going to go up here, and then it's going to get delayed again, like we saw on top here. So it's the same concept. Again, it delays so that it falls, and then it gets shot, but doesn't explode right away. Then it comes here, and then there's basically just a wire here, and if the TNT would be here, when this wire goes off, it activates the TNT. So that's for the automatic system. Now, oh yeah, so I only showed you this part. Now what happens is, part of the signal goes here, and right here there's 15 repeaters set on the max setting. That's exactly 6 seconds. That's how long it takes to reload and fire. So it goes so the first pulse goes directly to the TNT cannon. It fires right away. Now for the second one, for the second shot, it goes through this whole line of redstone, comes back here, and then let's ignore this part for now. It comes here and it activates this whole line again. That's going to send another pulse to the pistons and to the TNT itself. Now this part here is basically, it just keeps going and going and going. So every block here represents 6 seconds, or every time you can fire. Now there's only 7 here because you can fire 8 times, but there's only 7 loops because the first one you fire is instant. You don't have to wait. So basically it's just a clock that goes through like this, keeps going, and every time it hits this repeater here, it sends a pulse out to the actual TNT cannon, and that fires it. So it's pretty simple if you understand redstone. Or I mean, if you just copy this design. It's pretty hard without a tutorial to copy this, but I'm just gonna kind of fly around here, see if you guys can maybe see. So there's 15 repeaters in each loop, I guess you could call it, each clock. And then every time every time it's done, it always resets the next one. Not resets, but starts the next one and sends a pulse, sends power to the TNT cannon. Now for the single shot, basically all I'm doing is I'm bypassing all of this crap right here. So basically the power is not going to go through all these loops. It's just going to go directly down here, and directly to here. If I were to break this, this would not be an automatic TNT cannon. If I press the automatic fire, it wouldn't work. So this is kind of like the separation point. So this whole area, this whole side is for single fire. This whole mess of redstone is for automatic. So once more, it's just going to basically send one pulse. It's going to head this way, but it can't go anywhere. The pulse that goes this way can't go anywhere because it gets trapped by these repeaters. And the other half goes this way, and it just goes through the same process that I explained earlier. So let's fire this. So yeah, that's the redstone. It looks complicated. It's not that complicated when you look at it. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, I built this out of bedrock just so that if something went wrong, it wouldn't destroy my whole like the whole thing. It would destroy the redstone. It's not going to destroy, because all the redstone's hidden, right? No redstone's exposed except for a bit here. But many times, because like I said, I haven't seen this anywhere else. It's just from my head, from the top of my head. I invented this, at least I think, because I haven't seen anything like it. Yeah, this is just, I made it out of bedrock. You could make it out of obsidian too, just that if the TNT were to go off inside here, it wouldn't destroy everything around it. It would just kind of blow up, and I could reset it reset a bit of redstone that might have gotten messed up, and fire again and try and figure out what's wrong instead of having to restart every time. But if you do exactly what you see here, you can make this out of cobble or wood. Well, I wouldn't recommend wood, but cobble or stone or whatever, it does work. I've tried it on another map. It works. It's not gonna blow it up. Just like, because again, it's in the water, right? It doesn't destroy anything. Same as this. I can fire this as much as I want. It's not gonna destroy my cannon. It doesn't destroy anything because the water absorbs the impact and it just directs all the power to this one TNT here that gets shot out. So you can build this out of whatever you want. I wouldn't recommend wood, but if you guys really want to, you could. But I just made out of bedrock for testing purposes, just so I don't have to restart every time something goes wrong. So let's single fire now. So every time I single fire, it'll reload and shoot one. So reloads or loads and shoots. Now it's not going to shoot again until I hit this button again. Now I could automatic fire, but there's not 8 TNT here. It's not a big deal. Just at the end some sand would fall here, but it's not a big deal. You could start single shot and finish automatic if you wanted to, but let's just keep firing this single fire. There we go. The target that I made here, it always lands in this. So it's pretty constant. It almost always, 90% of the time, it'll hit right there and then it'll fall. 90% of the time. Sometimes it'll go a bit short, but it always goes in that. It will always land in that seat right there. It went a bit short, but still landed in it. Now, I don't know why this happens. It's random. It's not defined. It's not predictable. It's completely random. I don't know how to fix it because I don't really see what goes wrong. But yeah, it always goes in the same general. It always lands in the same general area. That's why right here this is all destroyed. That was from previous testings that had gone wrong, and it only fired here. But all here, this, if you had a building here, it'd be gone. So now I'll just kind of explain the inside here. This block right here, let's say I had that like that. When TNT, let me just demonstrate this here. Okay. When TNT, oops, gets activated, it kind of jumps. You're gonna see. You saw that? It jumped. Boom, okay. So it kind of jumps. Now, if this were to jump here, sometimes it doesn't land on the slab. And that was one of my issues at the beginning. It wasn't always landing on the slab, and I was having problems with failed with misfires. So if you put a block here, and you have to, well, you don't have to put some here, but you could leave this open, but I just prefer to leave that closed. When the block jumps, because there's another block here, it has to go straight down, and it always lands in the same spot directly on the slab. So that's why that's like that. Whoa, that was a lot of that. Anyways, so this is just kind of like a viewing window. You can put fence or glass here, whatever. This is the main, not the main, but the part that gets fired. This is just stairs going down here. You could make this a lot nicer and kind of attach this to your base if you wanted to. And this is just the top with my, oops, with my machine gun or sentry gun or whatever you want to call it. And this is just where you load the sand. So it's pretty simple on the inside. Like when you look at it, it's just a redstone that's a bit more complicated. but it is doable. If you guys kind of look at this, pause the video here and there, see how I built it, it is possible to build just by watching this video. I'm not gonna actually make a tutorial. I might make one later on if people really want to know how to build it and they can't figure it out just by watching this video. I might decide to make a tutorial. It would be pretty long though. Well, I guess now I know how to build it, so it wouldn't take as long, but still, it would be pretty long. So yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys like this because it took me a very long time to figure this out. I've worked on this maybe 8 to 10 hours uh, up to date. Because at first I had it just single fire, and then today I was kind of thinking, I think I'm going to try and make it automatic as well. And I did. So I'm pretty happy about this. Yeah, if you liked it, please like, because just to show some support. This took me very long to build, as I said before. Show some support, like, comment, whatever if you have any questions, and please, guys, please subscribe for more. I have lots of things like this planned. I have a massive, I'll just kind of give you a sneak peek here, if I can find it. That's a previous TNT cannon that failed, that I kind of made a little house at the bottom, but it failed, so that doesn't matter. Let's see. Oh yeah, right here. All this, guys, I'm gonna show you guys this in another video, but it's basically, I guess you could call it automatic potion room. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have lots of things in this world that I've built. Some of them have gone wrong. That's why there's random holes everywhere. This is pretty neat. I'll show you guys this another time. It kind of just fires many arrows, and if there's anything inside here, it gets killed. This is my elevator that I'll show you guys later. But yeah, this video is just to show you guys this TNT cannon, and I hope you guys are going to use this because, I mean, if you're just walking down the street here and you start getting fired at with this TNT cannon, you're screwed. And anything that gets built here is screwed. So it's very effective. It's costly, but like I said, if you're playing on a server, and I mean, I wouldn't see a point of making this in your survival because you're not really against anyone. You're against zombies, but they're not really gonna build anything here. This is more to like destroy something or just kind of keep enemies at bay, you know. On a server, it's more useful on a server, obviously. So yeah, once again, hope you liked it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video with another cool redstone creation. See you later.